All right, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do just a quick little status update on all the cars that we have, at least my personal cars and the project cars we have and whatnot, and just give you a quick little run through in case you're curious about what we've got going on. So currently most of the cars are here at my buddy's shop, Sports Car Workshops here in Richmond, Virginia. My black 88 Range Rover is here, basically just for storage, and it's also here because it's for sale. Got a guy come and look at it right now. Ads are on Facebook and Craigslist, or you can shoot me a message or email if you want it. Have it listed for $4,500, which is not it's a completely unfair price for a very low mileage 88 classic, and running restorable condition. The truck. So the truck was on Cars and Bids. The truck is sold. Auction closed last Friday. So truck sold, and hopefully should be leaving Richmond here in a little bit. Someone got a slamming deal on pretty much a brand new truck. So a deal still can be had. The Cindy's 98 E36 323 CI convertible, which has been running and driving great minus the clutch noise, is here for a little bit of diag. We're going to try to figure out where the clutch pedal noise is coming from. When you press the clutch, it makes that whiny noise, which we haven't really figured out why, because it doesn't slip or do anything mechanically with the clutch that would say that it needs a clutch. But I think the only way for us to figure it out is to drop it and do the old while you're in there diag and probably do the clutch. But yeah, we did some trim pieces. I got a stock radio for it in case we ever want to swap that out, replace some of the plastic bits around the seatbelt holder there, and yeah, that's really about it. Haven't put a whole lot of miles on it, but we were driving the 95 or 96. I think this is the 96 Disco. So haven't been able to spend a whole lot of time here. Added some seafoam, obviously. Doing any repair work. But we did diag the clutch master cylinder as going to be replaced, so that'll be on the after hours to-do list. I'm still excited about this one, just haven't had time to mess with it yet. But it does run and drive. Just need to take it out on a road test. The clutch sticks, so it's kind of dangerous and won't pop out of gear or reverse sometimes. So I don't want to mess with it until it's at least that issue is repaired. The next thing we got is the Jag Super V8. It's a little dirty right now, but we added some new rear tires, balanced everything. That took away the terrible rear end shimmy that we were having. You might have saw in the video when we picked it up. And I keep forgetting this is in way better condition, well, compared to mine, but that's not saying much than the other one. And we're probably going to change the oil and just give it a quick little once over and service before we list this for sale as well. And it's really in great condition, 79,000 miles. If you're interested in it and want to buy it off market before we sell it, let me know. Again, shoot me a DM or whatnot, and we can talk pricing. But it's a cool car. I'll do another review on it coming up once we get it cleaned up a little bit. Here is the Rentec E600 W124. I've done a video on it a while ago for Bring a Trailer. It didn't sell there. It's still here. If you're a Rentec or a Mercedes guy, full Rentec upgrade. It is a 6-liter. This thing was beefed up by the Rentec guys, and then Jonathan Hodgman down at Blue Ridge MB, 119,000 miles. Very nice car. I can't believe this hasn't been sold yet, but if you know any Rentec guys, let me know. All right, the 95. Dave's got it in running condition-ish now. See, he's got a tag on it. That's the first time in a while. The new tires, swapped out the whole ignition system, so that's running and driving, I think. The D2 has not moved since I've done the video. Again, when you have all these cars and trucks, it's hard to find time in your daily life to really get out and address the projects. As with my 2500 diesel, you gotta get some brake work done on the back and diag, a few other things, do an oil change. I would do that myself, but I don't have a 15-gallon catch pan, so I'm gonna sub that out to these guys. We got Prance Disco probably here for a service before the Bring a Trailer auction. I don't know what he's doing here, but he did the buffed out the lights and whatnot, had it fully detailed, so it looks great. This one will be headed to Bring a Trailer sometime soon. Crime van, we also need to do something with this. Haven't touched it for a little while. Apparently there's a slight coolant leak on a hard line we have to get looked at. So we're gonna get that probably checked out eventually. And the other 5-speed Disco hasn't moved for a while either. So not doing too good on the project front, but that's why they're called projects. I feel like I've done better than most recently, but that's where we're sitting at right now. We'll go back to my house and check out what I've got sitting in the house right now. Whew, all right, back at the house. So let's go through what the updates are that I have actually sitting at my house right now. The 03 XJR, I have already you don't want to hear me talking about my wheel and tire balancing issues anymore, so I won't. I ordered a new rim for the back here. It's come from Texas. I filmed Doug on the highway driving it where it was vibrating all over the place, so I'm gonna get that swapped out. So I've got 3 new tires and I've got 1 fairly new tire. It's a brand new tire. Just these are the AS3s. These are an AS2. So I'm hoping that will solve the issues that I'm having, right, Frank? But that's really it for the Jaguar these days. The Mercedes, besides everything sitting here covered under the tree and the sap, done nothing to it. I drove it around for a little bit. It was great. I mowed the yard the other day, and I think I kicked a rock up to the fender here, so that's put me in a bad mood, honestly. But it's not too bad. Shit happens. It's probably the only dent on the whole car, so I'm not too mad about it. But yeah, no updates really for the Mercedes. It has to go back under the car cover. I just haven't had time to put it back on yet. The Rover, I've been driving this a lot more than I would think recently, because the truck has been in the shop. I've been using it as a truck. It's leaking gas out of the top of the gas tank, so that's new. But I've also really never filled it full of gas anyway, so it's probably been doing that for a while. I just never realized. The goal, though, is to get the 5-speed or one of the 5-speed Rovers running, so I can bring this to the shop to have someone start working on the floors and still have a Rover to drive, but I'm really not here nor there on it. The Volvo, I got to debate what we need to do with it. I haven't messed with it in a while. I had the front struts changed out. The front lower control arms changed out. Had the oil changed and a few other things. Oh, new tires. But that's really it, honestly. I want to do the transmission fluid. Has a little bit of a hesitation on downshifts from the auto box. I've got record of everything else on this car, but not on transmission fluid exchange or trade. So again, I've got a bent rim somewhere that I have to figure out which one is which is very annoying. And I've got to get the transmission service. So not a long laundry list for this, but again, annoying things. All right, the Macan, you saw my video on that recently. No update needed. E36, my E36. I just drove it from back and forth to Pennsylvania. It was beautiful, minus one small thing. I have another bent rim. I mean, I just have to assume that all old cars have 1 or 2 bent rims. I didn't think you could bend the rim on a 15-inch, 20-spoke BMW rim, but you can bend it terminally. This one is actually bent at its core bent, so I need a whole new one. They can't unbend it. So that's another bummer. Other than that, I changed the oil. I added the other fog light, so it's whole, and yep, that's it. The thing's great. Again, mobbed up and back from Pennsylvania in it, AC on, it's just a normal functional car. And that's really it for the updates. Not a formal review or anything like that, but just wanted to, give everyone a little update on what the fleet is doing at the moment. I don't have a Hoovy bowl of keys, but I think I'm pretty close. I don't know where my keys are, so I got him beat. So appreciate everyone watching. Check out the rest of the channel. Each one of these cars has their own independent video series on it. So if you're interested, check out the playlist tab on my page. And and feel free to browse. Thanks, guys, and remember to subscribe.